I've been a farmer all my life, and there's something deeply satisfying about walking through my cornfields at dusk, feeling the cool evening breeze and watching the sun set over the horizon. But lately, something has changed. There's an eerie feeling in the air, a low hum that makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. It started a few nights ago. I was out checking the fields when I first heard it. A strange, unsettling sound, like a whisper carried on the wind. At first, I thought it was just my imagination, but the next night I heard it again, closer this time. One evening, armed with a flashlight, I ventured deeper into the rows of corn. The beam of light cut through the darkness, revealing only the endless sea of stalks. But then, at the edge of the field, I saw it. A shadowy figure with glowing yellow eyes. My heart pounded in my chest as I tried to make sense of what I was seeing. The figure stood unnaturally tall, its limbs long and twisted, and those eyes, they seemed to pierce right through me. "Who's there?" I called out, trying to sound braver than I felt. There was no answer, just the low hum growing louder. I shone the flashlight directly at it, but the light seemed to pass right through, as if the figure were made of smoke. The next few days were torture. I felt constantly watched, even during the day. The once comforting rustle of the corn now felt like a sinister whisper. I told my neighbor Tom about it, but he just laughed and told me I needed a break. Maybe he was right, but I couldn't shake the feeling of dread. Each night, the hum returned, and each night the figure appeared, closer and more menacing. I started finding strange patterns in the corn, like something had been moving through the field with purpose. It was driving me mad. Finally, I decided enough was enough. One night, shotgun in hand, I marched into the fields under the full moon. The hum was louder than ever, and I could feel my pulse quickening with fear. As I reached the center of the field, the figure emerged again, its eyes glowing brighter, its form more defined. It had a mouth full of sharp teeth, and it was grinning at me. "Stay back!" I shouted, raising my shotgun. I fired, but the bullets seemed to pass through it without effect. The creature let out a low growl and lunged at me. I fell backward, my heart racing, paralyzed by fear. Just then, the first light of dawn broke over the horizon. The creature recoiled, its form flickering and then dissolving into the mist. I lay there, trembling, as the sun rose and the fields returned to their serene, golden state. I couldn't stay there anymore. The farm was my life, but the terror in those fields was too much to bear. I sold the place and moved to the city, far from the cornfields and the nightmares they held. But even now, in the safety of my new home, I sometimes hear that faint, eerie hum in the back of my mind. I know it's still out there, lurking in the cornfields, waiting for the next soul to wander into its domain. And I can't help but wonder if anyone else will ever know the terror that stalks those quiet golden rows.